Welcome back to Final Fantasy V, the Pixel Remaster, the movie, the game, based on the hit movie called The Movie. It is time as we continue through the Ronkan ruins. I explored a decent amount of it already, but there's definitely more, like you. I think you actually count as an undead enemy. Either way, a slashing for you. A wind slashing. 1,000 lashes and 1,000 slashes. As we make our way through, there's actually quite a bit more to this dungeon as well. Well, I say quite a bit more. There's not like a gigantic amount, but I felt like there was enough to where I didn't want to risk a video going for too long. And I figure putting things into digestible chunks might be nice. Besides, it allows us to do upload every couple days and build that tension back up. Kinda like how you wait another week for an episode. I get why a lot of TV shows nowadays, especially on like online services, are like, oh, we'll just upload all the episodes at once and you can binge watch it. But binge watching just isn't as interesting. Like, I think when shows have like a weekly release or something, a weekly release is really good because it builds up that anticipation and it gives people to discuss. Like, oh hey, you seen like this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? There was a huge amount of discussion of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for parts 1 through 5 because, I mean, new episode every week. That's really cool. That's really good. You know, you have that discussion, it perpetuates things longer, people come together to discuss things. It's great. And part 6 came out and no one fucking gave a shit about it because like 12 episodes were uploaded at a time in like batches and Netflix didn't advertise it as well as they could have. If Netflix had kept like the simultaneous English and Japanese dub releases, but just fucking release the episodes on a weekly schedule, it would have been so much better. The Stone Ocean wasn't terrible. I mean, I don't think it's one of the stronger parts of JoJo's, but it wasn't bad. And I'm glad Kira Buckland finally got to play Jolene. I'm certain she was probably super hyped about that. Anyway, moving on. A lot of little areas to go through. A little bit of a maze. Ooh. Thankfully, Gaia is probably gonna kill most things in just one hit. Most of these stone masks. See? Stone masks! It's a JoJo reference. Everything's a fucking JoJo reference. Whenever somebody punches more than once, I'm just like, wow, haha, aura, that's definitely a really cool JoJo's reference you got there. Alright. These treasure chests. Go to the left. If you go through the middle, straight through the middle, or try going through the right, because you know there's a trapdoor there. There's a trapdoor here, and a trapdoor on the tile to the right. That's how they get you. You go to the left. Everything we own in that box to the left. Oh, you can't equip boomerangs in this game, that's right. What else did we get there, actually? Well, I know what I can do to check that. Power Armlet. Ancient Sword. Ooh, Ancient Sword would be good. Let's give that to Galuf. Spellblade getting a lot of things. I don't know why I'm calling him Spellblade instead of, like, Mystic Knight, which is the actual name. And Silver Armlet, that's going to increase strength and decrease your weight. But it's also going to decrease. I'll take the hit in magic defense. Silver armlets, you guys are good, although no, I think that's going to be fine. Where were we? Toads! Frogs! Animal friends, go get them! These guys, of course... Oh, I forgot to equip Learn. Archaeotoads will cast Pond's Chorus eventually. It's just a matter of when. If you want to get that spell, this is another opportunity for you to get it for Blue Mage. Or, you can just kill them, I guess. Or you can just die. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I think down here is another path that we can take. Oop. You. Hello, pretty lady. Pretty snake lady. Would you like some wind? Would you like a gentle breeze, perhaps? Ooh, what's that? The wind was blowing too much. Your hairdryer was on too high. Hey, King Tycoon's over there. Hey, hi, Dad. Hi, adoptive dad, I guess. No, hi, Dad. It's me, Lena. I'm your daughter. Hi, Dad. You just annoy him from the other end of the other end of the wall, just like, ugh, my annoying piece of shit daughter is just. I hopped on the Winddrake to get away from her. I'm starting to remember why I left to get those cigarettes. More stone masks. Wait for Bart's turn. Bart's, please take your turn. Thank you. Wind Slash will get rid of all of you. And then Aim just should finish off Lamia. We've got a lot of power going on our team right now, actually. This is honestly being a really good setup. I mean, we've got our power mage, and we've got our healing mage. Alright. More areas to go to. More places for us to explore. More shops in the mall for us to go to. What's that? Is that KB Toys? Oh, let's go to KB Toys right now. Well, that's not KB Toys, but on the other hand, it is another save point. Which, I mean, I don't really need right now, but might be good to save. Or at least heal up. Because we haven't encountered the strongest enemy here yet, and unfortunately, I'm out of save spots right now. So let's go all the way back. Oop, that was a spoiler. Ignore that. Ignore save file 3. Unless you've already played the game, then you probably know what was just shown there. Hey, more frogs. More toads. I'm definitely not saying that there may or may not be a final dungeon in this game that's an interdimensional rift. Nah, how could that be? It's not like Final Fantasy XIV hasn't spoiled some things about this game. I'm basically just asking people, have you played Stormblood? If you haven't, great. If you have, you already know. Ooh, okay, this setup is gonna be a little annoying because of that fan there. However, if I confuse it, actually... Oh, but wait, Ferris is locked onto it. She's locked on and she's scoped in, she's taking the target out. On the other hand, I guess I can just use Firaga here, or Fyra, not Aga. Galuf just told himself to shut up. I've taken a vow of silence. I think that's actually what they say for Ward in the French translation for Final Fantasy VIII. There's a part in one of the flashback sequences in 8. I'll spoil 8, why the hell not? There's a part in one of the flashback sequences in 8 where one of the characters, Ward, has, like, his throat cut, so he can't speak anymore. But in, like, I think it's the French translation, he instead just says that he takes a vow of silence. Which, I mean, it's a little bit silly, but no one else is silly. These guys' helmets. Rocking the big old mohawk. Like, the mohawk thing on, like, a Centurion helmet, it's not a practical thing, is it? It has to be, like, for intimidation. It has to be for making things, you know, look scary and tough and intimidating. Actually, in a pretty good spot for, the next one. Never mind. We saw Hydra before. This is Ghidra. Named, of course, after the famed kaiju, King Ghidorah. This thing sucks. It absorbs elements. Or it absorbs some elements, at least. But poison breath is fucking nasty. It deals a lot of damage. Maybe you just absorb magic? Oh no, you reflect magic! That's right! No, I'm a dummy. I'm an idiot, and you absorb poison, too. Oh no, things have gotten off on the wrong foot, and will continue to be on the wrong foot. Spellblade, I'm just gonna get a spell going. Mr. Spellblade, blade me a spell. Please save me from this horrid hell. Let's raise Bart's, and then cast Cure on myself, I guess. Oh, but he's probably gonna use Poison Breath again, isn't he? Nope, Lightning. Which still isn't good to get hit by. Okay. I was hoping not to see this guy. He was quite upset about my Final Fantasy VIII spoilers now, wasn't he? He doesn't take much damage. And he's got a lot of health. Presumably. You're gonna be seeing that damaged by poison pop up a lot. I think at this point the only thing I can do is just this loop of cure. Never mind. The party was defeated. Well, alright then. You know what? This is a good opportunity for me to go ahead and look up what Poison Breath does. Let's just Google that. Final Fantasy V Poison... No, not Poison Breath. Poison Breath. Poison Breath is an enemy ability used by Dino Zombie, Grand Evis, Neo Shinryu, Tyrannosaur, Zombie Dragon, Bahamut, and Arceosaur. And Ghidorah, I guess. Inflicts major non-elemental damage to the party as well as inflicting poison. Okay, well that attack just does a lot of fucking damage then. Cool. Glad to get hit by that. Oh, thank you. It's just a regular old Hydra. You probably do want to take down a Ghidra at some point to get its bestiary entry, if you're going for like all the bestiary entries in the remaster. I'm not though. So, I'm fine with not fighting that guy, although... Oh, now I'm talking myself into it. Because, A, if I defeat Ghidra, I'll look cool. And also, if I defeat Ghidra, this time I know not to use spells on it, because it won't take much damage from them spells. Although, ooh, I think Aqua Breath can't be reflected. Oh no, I'm talking myself into it now. I'm talking myself into fighting this thing. I'll fight it around the save point. So, it turns out you can't fight it around the save point, because even though there's a divider, it's, I guess, technically not the same floor, or they just simply don't have encounters mapped to those tiles, which makes sense, because you wouldn't want to, like, oh, I'll go to this place, and where I can get the heals, and oh, suddenly a monster attacks me, oh no. That makes sense as to why they did that. But it also means that if I were to take down Ghidra, it's going to be an arduous battle. So I probably just want to... talking myself into it. Because, like, I think I can take it out. I know I can take it out. I know I can take it out for dinner. It's a lonely guy. But he's, you know, he's pretty nice when you get to know him, probably. Sure, he's got poison breath that kills everyone, but, I mean, honestly, who doesn't have bad breath some of the times? Sometimes I wake up in the morning and just feel like, oh, my breath is like that fucking dog's ass right now. Alright. After some fruitless encounters, I decided to just restart from that save point, because, I mean, I wasn't getting the enemy, but I was getting a lot of experience points, and I don't want to be too powerful. So let's just put our mission to encounter Ghidra again on the back burner for now. Keep it in the pocket. Although we might encounter one on the way to the boss regardless, because I think they're actually very common in the room with the boss. That's not gonna knock you out of confuse. It's going to keep you confused. Stop being confused. You're not allowed. And that just leaves one more. So, darling, we gonna dance? Oh, I think we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance the dance of Wind Slash. It's a good dance. Ooh, we got a dark bow. Wonder what the dark bow does. Sometimes blinds enemies. And it's more powerful, so why not equip it? Alright, Ronka Ruins level 5. This area right here, this room specifically, has a very high chance of Ghidra appearing. So if there's anything for my stupid quest, I did look up a little bit about this enemy too, and now I'm kicking myself for something, because I completely forgot about a certain thing with this enemy. Let's just run around. I'm sure King Tycoon won't mind if we get some laps in. Alright. Want to make this fight easy? Ghidra's undead. Oop, but that didn't quite work. Should work on you. Okay, well, if that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna use an elixir then. Fine. Should finish you off? No? Okay. Oh, nope. Yes, it did. Level 4, Graviga. Hits levels that are multiples of 4. That is another blue magic spell. And a lot of experience, too. And hey, they dropped a phoenix down to make up for the one I wasted. Even better. So they are worth seeking out to try to kill, but they're lethal but profitable, basically. I had completely blanked on them being undead until I read the wiki, just like, to find out how much damage poison breath does, and it's just like, oh, they're undead. Huh. Cool. Alright, well, now that we've got that, Father! Ugh, that bedamned Clapperclaw blocks the path. Papa. Silence. There is no time for chatter. That beast is the guardian of these ruins. It can change its weakness at will. Make yourselves useful and defeat it. Alright. Here's the boss. Archeoavis. Or Avis. Archeoavis is a little bit nasty. This boss changes his weakness constantly. Although that Wind Slash did 1600, so that's a good start. Use that. It might always start with the same element, honestly. Packing elemental equipment is not always the best for this fight, although, I mean, I guess it ain't bad either. Just depends on what element he switches to. You don't know off the top of your head just by looking at him what element he is. Although usually what attack he uses gives you a hint. For instance, since he's using some of that there frost, he's an icy boy. I'm gonna heal with Gallif right now. Let's get a little bit more health economy going. Unfortunately, Frost casts Sap on everyone, so that's not great. See another use of Gaia. Hey, and you take damage from ice now, even better. What element are you this time? I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. But I don't wonder enough to not just use Wind Slash on you. And you know what? Let's get Protect on everyone too while we're at it. Basically, this fight is kind of where physical attackers shine, or so you'd think, but this thing also has a massive amount of defense, so physical attacks aren't actually that good against it. Yet. Trust me, they do get better. Ooh, lightning, okay. So that means you absorb lightning now. Let's get some more Gaia going, and there we go. Archeoavis has been defeated. Huh. That was a little anticlimactic, except he's back! And this time, he's pissed. This time... Oh! Look at it! Such energy! So this is the true power of the crystals. This time around, Archeoavis is immune to magic, but takes increased damage from physical attacks. Unfortunately, I think this means... Or they might just not take elemental damage in general. I think if you have Aqua Breath, since it's non-elemental, you can still use it here. Otherwise, just smack it with physical attacks and hope you deal some damage. There we go, that did a little bit of damage. I've changed my weakness to Sword. I don't know, that seems like a pretty bad weakness to me. Alright, doing a little bit of damage with lightning. Lightning does flash the screen a little bit, so sorry about that. And hey, Dark Bow doing 666 damage? Some say it's a coincidence. But I say, it's probably still a coincidence. Alright, lots of mastery going around. And a lot of drinks, too. He was full of drugs. Good work. Very good indeed. Mwahahaha. Father, Papa. The Earth Crystal should be just ahead. Alright. With the Earth Crystal just ahead, it's time. We're saving this one. Or so you think. Father! Papa! This is bad. Something's gotta be controlling him. Look at me! Bart, stop! Don't even try it! Step aside! With the four of you gathered like this, I can destroy you all together. How convenient. What? It's another meteor! And this meteor, conveniently enough, lands right next to our floating ruins. And boom! Here comes a child! Grandpa! Grandpa, I'm so glad you're okay. He's shaking off his amnesia. Kryle, you're Kryle. Gallup's memory has returned. Grandpa, I miss you so much. Father, Papa. Oh, don't worry. I just hit him with a little strike of thunder. He should be okay. Ugh, where am I? Lena. Sarisa? Is that you? It really is you. Sarisa. I can't believe it. You're alive. Papa. Papa! Uh-oh. No time to enjoy the moment. Guys, we have a bad situation going on. There's a sick guitar riff happening. And hey, that looks like an awful lot like where they sealed X-Death. Conveniently enough, it also looks like an X. Womp. X-Death. Gallup, it's good to see you again. Mwahahaha. You don't sound as intimidating as I thought you would. That's because of who's voicing me. Now watch as I make the crystals dance. Watch them spin. Round and round they go. Where they stop only I know. Crystals, obey my magic. Give me your power. Smite these vermin. You think we're just gonna sit back and let you do whatever you want? Yes! Yes, you are. Bart's. The crystals have been destroyed. Your world will be next, Gallup. Father. Papa. Sarisa. Lena. Bart's, and you, warriors from another world. I fear your work is still unfinished. You must not allow the world to disappear. Light of Earth, come forth and reclaim your essence from me! Father! Papa! Get back. The crystal must be saved. The only way to save it is for me to return to the Earth. Father, hold on. You can't die. Sarisa, forgive me. I wasn't much of a father. Lena, Sarisa, please stay together. Be strong for one another. Bartz, take care of them as I cannot. Wait, Father, you can't! No, don't leave us! Resting within the shard, a warrior spirit, samurai, dragoon, dancer, and chemist. What's going on? It's the ruins. They're falling. We've got to get everybody everybody to the airship. I can't speak. I'm too sad. Lena, come on. Frantic run back to the airship, while everything explodes. Hold fast, this'll be a bumpy ride. The ruins fall. We can no longer go there. Lena. Father. He's gone, isn't he? Galuf, something wrong? Yeah. We've got to get moving. And now. Huh? What's going on? It's all come back to me. I remember everything. Exdeath is an evil warlock from my world. 30 years ago, he came here to destroy this world's crystals. I and 3 others, the Dawn Warriors, sealed him away with the power of the crystals. Everything was fine for 30 years. We thought it was all over. But something ominous was happening to the crystals. Once we figured it out, we took the meteors and came back here. But I was too late. Not only has Exdeath been set free, he's returned to our world. Is that because we used too much of the crystal's power? No. We were the ones who left Exdeath on this world in the first place. We should have dragged him back to our world when we had the chance. So you guys are really going back? Yep. We've got to seal Exdeath away again. Kryle's meteorite should still have some juice left. Probably only enough for one more trip, though. Bartz, Lena, Ferris, thank you so much for everything. I'll miss you guys. What kind of nonsense is that? We're going with you. I can't allow it. This is the last meteorite. If you went to our world, you'd never be able to come back here. Farewell. Goodbye. Galuf! Kryl! And they use their teleportation to head back to their home planet, leaving us here. Well, our work seems to be done, but what can we do? There's not that much in the grand scheme of things. Try to land the airship. Bartz. Yeah? So, we've been talking. You know how they're fighting X-Death in that other world? Well, we've got to avenge Papa. Yes. What's more? Galuf. He's one of us. Bartz. We knew you'd get it. Let's go then. To the other world. But how do we do that? The meteorites don't have enough power to warp us anywhere. Well, if it's meteorites we're talking about, Sid probably knows something. He seems to know everything else. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's episode, though. In the next episode, we're going to be going over the Earth Crystal jobs, which means I have to get some footage for that. And we've also got to figure out how to use these meteorites to our advantage. But that can wait for another time. I'll see you guys later. This is Tales of Fire Ronka signing out. Thank you guys for watching. And if you liked the video, do the things that help me fight against the eldritch abomination that is the YouTube algorithm. I will continue to say this, but thankfully I'll say this at the end of the video, where you've already watched the entire video and therefore already I have your attention. It's a scam. I got you.